Hello, and welcome to a guide on how to get good at Excalibur. Let's get started. Excalibur is one of the 3 warframes you can pick at the beginning of the game. In the summary of the warframe, it says that Excalibur is recommended for new/beginning players. This is not to say that the Excalibur frame is a bland choice. On the contrary, I have had enormous amounts of fun playing with Excalibur. Let me explain. Firstly, with the amount of customization available in this game, I think I've managed to make my warframe look like the Red Power Ranger when viewed from the back, and B, the abilities on this frame can make you feel like you actually know what you are doing. The first ability is called the /dash. This ability is pretty self-explanatory. The only thing I would like to add is that the /dash will jump from enemy to enemy if they are close together. Use this to chain damage to several enemies when playing defense missions. The second ability is called the Radial Blind. This is strictly a utility ability. All it does is blind every single enemy in a generous radius around you. Your enemies will be confused for a considerable amount of time. So use this time to trigger all the glorious stealth kill animations you want. On a side note, the stealth kill animations will change depending on what melee weapon you are using. The third ability is the Radial Javelin. Much like the Radial Blind, it will affect all enemies in a radius around you, except this time instead of being next to useless, it murders anyone it touches. When things look worse than the current US presidency, use this to save yourself and teach those generic alien grunts who's boss. Too easy. But none of those abilities are the real reason people play Excalibur. The real reason people play Excalibur is for the ultimate ability. When you activate your ultimate ability, you summon a massive piss-off sword. This sword is so powerful that your character will completely forget that guns exist for the duration of the ability. And why should they remember? This weapon is strong enough to kill anything short of a mini-boss in roughly 2 hits. Even if a target is farther away than your will to live, your sword will shoot laser beams out of it. These laser beams deal as much damage as a normal sword slash, so feel free to use them to hit far away targets, or to cut through multiple close range enemies at once. It should be mentioned that the duration of this ability is determined by how much energy you have. You need at least 100 energy to activate this ability, but after you activate it, the ability will slowly drain your energy. The drain rate is roughly 3 energy per second. So you're guaranteed to have this ability last 30 seconds. And all of this is before you beef up your mods to give you 20 times the standard energy. While you are chopping your way through countless enemies, be on the lookout for energy orbs. Every orb will restore a small amount of energy, even while your ultimate ability is active. Effectively meaning that if RNG smiles on you with item drops, you can keep this ability running indefinitely. It should also be mentioned that you can use your other abilities while your ultimate is active. But let's be honest, why would you? Melee animations are faster than any of the animations of your abilities, and using an ability would just drain your energy pool faster than the US invading anywhere with oil. Some of you might be thinking, how could the game developers put something like that into the game? It's not balanced at all. And you'd be right. Nothing in this game is balanced. With such a heavy emphasis on player versus environment gameplay, the developers decided that balance wasn't fun, and that no one can be overpowered. If everyone is overpowered, using whatever you have just learned, you'll now be able to tear through countless waves of AI grunts. Enjoy being unstoppable as you grind your way through levels to get that one part you need to complete your next warframe. That will take another 3 days to build. Feels bad, man. But until next time, remember, don't bring a gun to a sword fight, and that balance is for losers.